Yeah, looking good, man. Thank God Tom gave you that the hat finally, so it can break in a
Wait,
little.
wait. How long did it take him to get it to you?
It's like months, right?
I won't put it all on Tom. It was a lot of hey, I'll be by today, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm out today, and
Oh,
then
that's
he
funny.
got sick,
Bullshit.
I got sick, but poor
Bullshit. Put it in
boys.
the mailbox, buddy. Come on.
I think he ended up finally just doing that, and
Stacks, what did you always do when you delivered stuff to my house?
oh, just threw it in
You,
the mailbox.
you never let me down.
That's
I
true,
think
actually.
Stacks delivered stuff to my house like 2 or 3 times.
That's so funny.
I
I
thought was it
don't
one of the times a PlayStation 5 or something?
know.
A PlayStation
Only
5.
thing I've ever delivered to Stacks' house was weed.
I was gonna say, yeah, Sean, did you throw his weed in the mailbox?
No, we hung out for a minute. I actually I hadn't really been too much on the smoking game until recently, and I just finished both bags that Sean got me from
I was
last
shocked
year.
by that. I was shocked by that because I know that you do other stuff, and so I was like, oh, he doesn't smoke a lot. Okay, interesting.
I was into the edibles for a minute, and then vapes, just
Sure.
and then
Sure.
finally I was like, oh, you know what? I got this weed. It's got to get smoked.
Oh
So
yeah, man. It's the good stuff.
So I have a friend who he used to be a brew for me at Granite Spring Company, and now he's a cannabis farmer. He's like a biologist guy, you know.
Yeah.
And he mails me oil, and I just dilute it with coconut oil, and I just do droppers.
Ooh, I like that.
It's so easy and so fast, and like it just I can, based on the color. I know how strong it is or weak it is,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so
I
it
was
lasts
gonna
forever. He'll
I
send
was
me
gonna
like,
go grab it, but I've got that I still got that ball of hash that Dougie
Oh, really?
I don't know what to do with it. I've never done hash, so
It might still do something. Who
I'm aging it.
knows?
So
Put it in your bowl.
okay.
You have to clean it because it kind of gets caked on the bowl a little bit, but it's pretty easy to clean. That's what I did.
Okay.
hey,
Like the stacks, that was like 3 years ago. That's funny.
Doug used to make those like caramels that were so good,
And so strong.
so strong.
Oh, great Dougie Caramel story, actually. So at my wedding, I didn't actually see this, but Kyle told me this story, and his lovely wife Kate told me this story too. So at our wedding, Kyle goes over to the table with some friends. He drops like a handful of caramel on the table. He goes, "You decide," and walks away. And then he
So
was
perfect.
Stony Baloney on the dance floor, and we got some nice pics of Stony Dog. It's pretty
That's
Boy,
good.
awesome.
how lucky are we, Stacks, to be here with a playoff member?
I
Oh,
know. It's it feels good because I'm currently kicking your ass in the real playoffs, the toilet bowl.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I was trying to beat Kyle's fucking dad or whoever in the other league, and he's smoking me with like 2 moves.
that's my father-in-law. Yeah, that's my father-in-law.
What a
He
madman.
does not know how to play, but that motherfucker drafts good. We've been alive for 3 seasons. Oh, earmuffs, everyone. Sorry, we're talking about our other league. Um, and he has a championship already. He got the first championship actually. Like he
I'm
only makes
like,
2 moves. He just
I'm like,
drafts.
how is this guy got like full lineups every?
Oh,
He's
I
just
know, I know. Oh, I love this. This is the little three from our other league. Earmuffs, everyone. Sorry, and we're back to it, guys. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We've had a few weeks off, and we're back. We're ready. We are excited to do this. Sean and I have both committed to every week for the rest of the playoffs. We're in on this. So Stacks, thank you for being here, my man. It is so good to see your face. You're looking beautiful. Looking
Appreciate it.
we
beautiful.
tried to get Stacks on before, right?
We did.
No.
It worked out now, but
Worked out now.
I'm excited. I'm glad I don't have to worry about playoffs in this league. The
Yeah.
other league, I'm in the
Yeah.
playoffs,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's I think it's my only my second time in I want to say 8 or 9 years not making the playoffs in this
Stacks,
league.
You know what?
you've had a
That's a
great
pretty
run.
good. That's a pretty damn good record.
I've
I
got a
was honestly
championship ring to show for it too,
Yep.
so
Yep. And to be honest with you, man, I would rather, I mean, you had a decent team. It was a very competitive year. I would rather be playing you right now because I fucking met Adam when he's healthy again. He always does this. He always does this. And his team's good, man. They're giving it to me. He's had like 300 something point nights.
You're beating him.
I know. Well, I also
But
have a good
80,
team,
80
but
points isn't much to, yeah, because you're only up at 80 right now.
I got
So
more moves, and I think with the moves, I have like one extra player. So he has a big night, and I don't. It could go either way at this point, which
What's
is true
going
for all
on?
of our matchups.
What's going on with Christian's team? How all of
Uh,
a sudden has he sucked all year and now is like,
yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you,
Fucking Mitchell and Saboner.
he's got a really good playoff schedule. So
Sure does.
that's kind of how I constructed my team. Sadly, I'm not in the playoffs, and now
Sorry, bud, that didn't work out.
I'm killing it now. But I gotta next year I gotta plan to get in and then worry about
Yeah,
the
there you go. There you
playoffs.
go. Priorities.
But
Priorities.
yeah,
yeah,
think about it.
Christian's his team's got Sabonis.
Yeah.
Cleveland's got the best playoff schedule. They've
Yep.
got 24 games.
Yeah.
Golden State and Philly are next with 23, but he's got a lot of those guys that have got 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So
Yep. Yep.
not surprised with how well he's doing.
Yep.
Fact.
Absolutely.
By
Um,
my math. By my math.
before we start chatting about too many people, though, Sean, you about to? I'm sorry, Sean, I didn't see that there. Go ahead, please, please,
I just have 1 point on
please.
Stack's team before we get into this.
Okay, we get no non-playoff teams. Right, right, right.
Just real quick. Stacks, I did a little math on your team because
Mhm.
you have been scoring a ton of points for not like making any moves.
Yeah, you have.
If you would have made 8 moves and they would have averaged 25 points, you'd have the second highest score in the league.
And I've got Alperen Sengun in
So maybe,
IR because I can't drop anybody else right now.
so
So
maybe I am happy to play Adam. I don't know. Everybody's good this year, man. Everybody's good this
Yeah.
year. Sean, let's jump right into it though. We got 8 remaining teams. Sorry,
Whoa.
bottom 4. You all have a tie for last. But who's your number 8, Sean?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's been a long time. Thank you
Feels
for
good.
holding down the fort while I've been gone. I was
I don't
looking
think
at
we did any shows without you on, actually. You told me to, and I was like, all right, I'll take a week.
I reached out to Christian. I was like, hey, would you like to sit in for me? I gotta take a couple weeks off. And he said, fuck no. He's like, I support your podcast and everything you guys are doing, and I love the commitment, but I'm not fucking doing it.
That's incredible. I fucking love that answer. I love that answer.
oh, that's great.
Well,
Let's get to it. What we got?
Kyle, I know that we had some pretty in-depth discussions about this
We
coming
did
into
many meetings.
many meetings coming in this ranking.
Uh-huh.
But I honestly, I have Tom in last place.
Tommy boy.
So
Wow.
look at those poll votes today.
Hey,
Everyone voted for Tom.
it's really funny. I'm sorry, Tom, but this is really funny. You're right, Stacks. It's hilarious. Everybody voted for Tom.
Wait, I didn't see the poll.
You better get on it, big dog.
I've been on the road. I was on the road all day.
Are you one of the ones who didn't answer Christian's MVP voting as well?
Oh, it's a poll on. No, I actually answered too soon. He lectured me because I texted him 2 days ahead of the deadline or the time to send the vote. He didn't lecture me. He just sent me a screenshot of his instructions.
Oh,
that's even worse.
That's
I know. I was
funny. Oh, I fucking love that. These are great. We're getting good gimmicks right now, guys.
hold on. I'm gonna live vote.
Okay. Clearly 4.
Hold on, I gotta read it. I didn't even know there was a poll.
Yeah, man.
Who do you think is most shook about their this is easily Tom. I didn't have to finish reading.
Exactly.
Tom's falling apart.
Definitely Tom. And I love Christian's constant, literally just doing the Tom gimmick to Tom, and it's really good.
Been
good to
waiting
see.
for it.
It's
So,
really funny.
Kyle, I hope any debates on that? Stacks, how you feeling about that?
Yeah, no, I can live with that. He's got the lowest score.
Yeah,
So what have you done for me lately, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
These are the power rankings of the week, not
he's
the
got Jared Allen, which the highest amount of games played in the playoff schedule, but with Mobley back, it kind of limits him. So
Yeah, right.
Um,
We call those next gen stats.
And Booker's missed a few. Like Booker does this. Booker's done this to me before. I love Booker, but man, is he a frustrating fantasy own. He does
Tom's team is a
great.
paper house.
Yep, yep.
real quick on Tom's team, who do you think in the playoffs has this highest points right now out of his players?
Booker?
Zion.
No, it's going to be Trae Young with 290. Now compare that with Sabonis, Christian's highest playing scorer, 435 points.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah, right. 290 is
145
not
more.
good. 290 is not
Yeah.
good.
So
Moving on from Tom though, we've
Interesting.
shit on him enough so far. Who's number 7?
No, have we? Okay, you're right.
We'll give him a break for a second.
I just want to say, Tom, I love you.
And I do too, Tom.
I did vote for you for MVP, not first, but
Wow.
you're in my ranking between 1 and 12.
Wow. Podfather. Thank you, Podfather. Always. Endless content.
I got
Who's below Tom though? We all love Tom. Who do we love?
I got JB 7.
More?
I got JB 7.
JB, yeah. I mean, yeah. You know what, man? I looked at Stacks. You probably know this. Did you see JB's playoff schedule?
not ideal.
He said, Stacks, you probably know this.
Stacks, of course, Stacks knows this.
We should think about having Stacks in the podcast, but he's like our stat guy.
He's our stat guy, 100%.
Stat guy, trivia guy, whatever you need.
It's
Just be
incredible.
like, hey, Stacks, what's Christian's record? What's
Right.
his best
Right,
scoring
exactly,
player? And
exactly.
he's like, boom, boom, boom. And he has to wear the headset.
100%. I was just about to say that. The headset is vital here. Absolutely vital. JB had 25 players or 26 for the playoffs, or games, as opposed to his opponent having like 36. Like they're
Yeah.
a large discrepancy, and he's in it still. To his credit, man, he's down. Let's see, 125 points in 4 days. That's easily surmountable. So we'll see.
I've been the biggest JB fan this year because he's got Anthony Edwards, and I love everything that Anthony Edwards is doing right now. So
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of like bandwagoned his team early on because I actually enjoyed watching Anthony Edwards quite a bit. But
JB's always got the most like balanced, you never get he doesn't have like a top 5 guy, but it's always the top 5, 6, 7, those guys. He's always got so if an injury happens,
Yep. It's very true.
Not a big
Very
deal.
true. I've said this before this year, though, and Stacks, you're absolutely right. He always has a lot of good players. And this year, if you look at his draft, he had too many good players. He didn't put enough into, I mean, there's some element of luck in this game, of course. And
Sure.
he's got
JB knows what he's doing.
240s, 520s, 34s,
Like it
and
was
five
just too many. He had
sixes.
no one to drop. He had no one to drop. He got all these mid-level, like, good players. And I was just like, we're all too fucking smart at this point of how to play the game.
Not to pile on
not
Tom,
drop
but
people.
where did JB rank in his like little stat thing he does? Like how many good players and bad players? Like what is?
I don't remember.
Okay,
I don't remember. Who's number 6?
Tom, if you can hear us, look that up.
Yeah, please stop. Who's number 6? Who we got below JB?
I have our favorite Chicago All-Star Chuckles.
Ooh.
Yeah. I can see
Okay.
that, man.
He's going against Dewey. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm up for a debate. Let's hear it. What do we got?
No, I think I agree, man. Honestly, I think I agree. I
just don't love this team.
Well,
I don't think they're here for the. I don't know.
Did you see his strategy? It was very interesting. His strategy where he like dropped a bunch of debatably not non-droppable, but shouldn't drop players because he just picked up guys who have a lot of games, and that was his strategy. And I think knowing Chuck, maybe he's just trying something this year, right? He's got 3 ships. He's like, all right, cool. Let's try this strategy. Maybe he didn't think his team could win it all that way, so he's trying a different strategy. But you're right, Tom. I just called you Tom, Sean. You're right, Sean. I know. We would literally talk about.
It's just because we both are CEOs of very high level podcast.
So
That's
Dewey waited until like I don't know when to make his first waiver move, and he's got a 40-point lead, but
interesting.
oh man, he's laying his cojones out there with the lack of waiver moves. But
Yep, it was interesting. I agreed, man. He
no,
took
and Chuck's team
Why?
is like
Why is he
you read
doing
it
that
on
though?
paper and it just doesn't. I don't know. I was like, oh my God, this team's in the playoffs and mine's not. But hey, he's there and
Hey,
his
exactly my
strategies.
point.
Yeah.
When you look at his roster, nothing's like going.
no.
If you're playing him, wouldn't you be like, oh hell yeah?
Lillard's
I
had a down year. Yeah, I mean DeRozan's back now, but he's got Vooch, Scotty Barnes. Other than that, it's like man, he's got five guys that are arguably droppable right now.
Yep.
So
It's
when I
crazy.
look at his and Dewey's teams, I would much rather because if I escape against Adam, I would play or Adam would play them. Hopefully me. Winner them. And I think I'd rather play Chuck. Sorry, Chuck. There's your chalkboard. There's your material, buddy. I
I
think I'd
will
rather
say,
play you than Dewey, and I hope I get past Adam. He's a monster.
yeah, I wouldn't want to face Adam, Christian, or we'll get to it, but there's a few other ones on there.
Who's your number
Dewey.
5, Sean? Who's your number 5? We got 5 left. Who's your number
Oh,
5?
we were just talking about him. I got Dewey at 5. I think he's
Ooh.
just
Chuck and
out of the.
Dewey, right there.
But you know what's fun is that we're talking about Dewey, and we're in the playoffs.
Right, it's wild. I know, I know. With as we said, the Deweyest team.
I say that I have not made the playoffs that much either in this league, but everybody knows I'm a rising star. So
It's true. It's true. I've always
Dewey's
thought that.
Dewey's on the edge of retirement. I'm still in my prime.
It's true. I've always thought that, Sean. I've always thought
Dewey's
this
team is
motherfucker is ready to rise. He's gonna shoot up. And
Dewey's team is fucking stacked. It is crazy.
yeah.
Durant,
Hey,
Harden,
how often
Davis.
how often do you say your last name in a sentence? Does it happen a lot?
Not usually when talking about Dewey's team, but this year, yes.
Hey,
Incredible. That's
I say stacked. I say stacked all the time,
yeah, it's interesting, right? You
and I sing it
about mad
stacks on
facts
stacks
all
on
the time.
stacks.
Exactly right.
Yeah, stacks on stacks. I like.
I
That's
know. It's dope. It's dope.
Stacks. Could that be your name for the rest of the year?
I could. I think Matt's amazing team is probably.
Just
I think
stack.
it. I think it'd be funny if that's the team that won the toilet bowl. It's just your default Yahoo team name, and there you go.
Sean just tried to make a live rebrand.
Dude,
Wow.
it was so
Almost went for a
close.
live rebrand.
Wow.
So Dewey's team is good, man. He's got a lot of old vets and then Wemby.
Yeah, but is that okay? I mean, are we close enough to the finish line where we're like that's not a big deal anymore for him, or is he still like any minute like nervous? Like I'm just trying to.
I think literally anyone, probably except for Tom, could win going forward. I think Tom's
Because everybody just got rest from the All-Star break, so Dewey's
Exactly.
team is old, but they're fresh in real life.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I don't want to face him, because if all those guys are capable of going off at once.
Okay, well, hold on a second. I'm flipping.
Uh-oh. A
I'm
live flip.
flipping. Uh, I'm I'm moving Adam in the 5th.
Wow. A live flip. You're putting Dewey above him then.
Yeah, I'm moving Dewey in the top 4. I had him on the top 4, but I think he's in my head, top 4 are teams that could win the championship. The other ones I don't think can quite have
Sure.
have it in them. But
Sure.
I condone this move 100% for you,
Wow.
Flip.
Okay. Adam at 5. Adam at 5.
honestly, Stacks convinced me a little bit. I just took another look at it, and I feel like I've been downgrading him because I see names like Anthony Davis and Harden, and I'm like, mentally, I'm like, I
Yeah.
wouldn't draft those guys. They're like on my do not draft list, right? So
Right.
my brain goes, he's gonna get screwed, but I just think it's worked, and
Has
All
it's
those
the
guys are
Embiid.
playing back to backs. They don't
Yeah.
really sit. I mean, I know Wemby's Spurs are bad, but he just played a back to back, and
yeah, he's
even
playing.
if he only plays 29 minutes, he's gonna get you maybe 70 fantasy points.
Yep, exactly.
He's so
It's
good.
crazy.
Yep.
Wimby is so good.
He's fucking great, man. He's really, really fucking good.
So I just want to say real quick about Adam's team. And he did beat me. You know, he gets the spot.
Mhm.
Proud of him for that. He's got Mobley. It kind of
So,
reminds me a little bit of Chuck's team, where it's like I'm kind of surprised this roster made the playoffs, but it's better than that
I'll
though.
tell
And I
you
mean
what,
that's
man.
why.
If you look at the stats that those names are putting up, I have had a much better schedule than Adam, and he's really hung around. Because
Stacks, let me just
Adam
say,
didn't get a chance to prepare. Adam was going down to the he had to win, right? And so he
Mhm.
won. And so I started out with an advantage on him, and his team has been performing
Cool.
over and over and over again. Like
I just want to say something real quick. Stacks, don't apologize for putting on some smoke, my man. That's what we're
never,
here for.
never.
Let's hear it.
Exactly. We say
We
some
want
nice things, some smoke.
exactly.
I'm also partially still angry about losing, so I gotta
Yeah.
throw some shade towards him. But
Buster, are you rooting for me, Stacks?
I might be.
Oh, that's
Stacks,
nice. Thanks, buddy.
I know Adam hasn't won it before, or no, he did.
Adam
No,
has one before.
okay, yeah, I know you have not. So
Mm-mm.
I always like to root for the people that haven't won it, and I know Dewey would be my other vote.
Yeah, it would be fun to see.
But yeah,
dude, it would be fun to see. I just don't know if we get enough content from him after he would win.
Did you hear his MVP case though? It was fucking hilarious.
I did not.
Christian commented on it, and you should go back to Tom's website, not on the pod. It was on the website, and Dewey's really funny on it.
That's great.
I
It's really good.
can I reveal who I voted for, or is it should we
Sure.
wait?
Yeah,
Does it matter?
there's no rules against, I suppose.
Okay. MVP I put Dewey third.
Love it.
Even before he did the whole thing.
Okay, good.
Sean, I got you second. Woody, I got you
Good song.
first.
My man. Oh, that's
Just while we were talking about the MVP candidates, I was like, you know
wow.
what?
Who's first?
Wow. Sean,
Woody.
he loves our show.
That's awesome. 1 and 2, baby.
Well, thanks, buddy. Um, let's go back down though from 1 and 2 to number 4. Who's your number 4, Sean? You said you got 4 in the top, so Adam was your 4, I guess.
Dewey moved to 4.
Or Dewey was 4. All right, so
Ooh,
Adam was
so who's
5, Dewey was
bronze?
4. You did the live switch. Who's 3? We got 3 dogs left.
I hate to do this because this is tough, but I got Andy at 3. I
Okay.
think
Yeah, Christian's team has always been like 7 or 8, and now he's
it
1 or
should be
2.
Christian. It should be, right? Like I think it should be Christian.
Based on
But
the season, sure.
Matt, do you have any insight on their playoff schedules?
So Denver's got one of the worst, which doesn't help Jokic's case. Golden State's got one of the best though with Curry, so
Yeah.
kind of balances out. I'd put them pretty similar. I think I like Christian's roster build a little bit better than Andy's. I mean it's hard to say that with Jokic being, but he's been a little down, which is crazy because he still averages 67, but that's not his best. So
I'd like to point out that I gained about 10 points a game trading Luca for Doncic.
I think
I mean,
everybody thought you were crazy for it, but
Jokic.
it worked out.
I mean, I believed in Kyle all along.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean.
Not really. I instantly was like, what the fuck? But I didn't Kyle,
Strictly
did you
stats,
know
baby.
Jokic's playoff schedule when you did the switch?
I did. I did. Yep, I did. And
Not like Andy. It's not like Andy to catch him on one.
he was trying to get that win. He
Yeah.
got that win, and then I think I did win that trade.
I think Andy needs Van Vliet back, or he's not gonna claw his way to a championship. So
Yep, there you go. That's true. Who's number 2 then? If you got Andy at 3, you got 2 dogs remaining.
well, I can't quite put Christian at 1 because I don't think his team's good enough. I don't think he has enough power like plow horses. So I'm gonna put I got Christian at 1 or Christian at 2 and you at 1.
Great. I'll take it. I'll take it. I agree with it. That was my 1 and 2 as well. When we were discussing this at our meeting, Sean.
Does that mean we all think that Kyle's gonna win the championship on this podcast?
If there was Vegas odds on it, he'd be the favorite, but I think Christian and Dewey probably have the best chance.
I think
Other than Kyle.
I gotta say, man, the way Adam's been performing, the way his boys have been playing, I am not out of the woods in this matchup yet. But I do have 2 Luka and 2 Giannis.
I think it's got to be Kyle for me with you, unless you make a couple mistakes. I think
I
think
should
if
make
you
a mistake, though. I won't make a mistake. I won't make a mistake, Sean.
hey, everybody's human, buddy.
Not in the playoffs. I care way too much, more than I should, by the way.
Kyle, you'd be so fun to win the championship.
I want it so bad.
I'm rooting
I want
for
it
it.
so bad. I really do.
That would be good.
Well,
What
that's
about-
great.
Well, you got Julius Randle coming back. I mean, if he comes
haven't heard
back right
much.
away,
I haven't heard much. I've heard he's still got. I might get him if I can sustain it, if I can keep him in my out spot, because it might come back to bite me if I don't. But he might come back for like the championship. Like I think he's still got another like 2 weeks of recovery at least. So we'll see. What about LaMelo? Might LaMelo come back?
that's a lost cause in
Anything about him?
Charlotte. It's
LaMelo Ball? No.
Trey Mann's team now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Christian picked him up and heard, right? Yeah, of course he did. What a stud. Well,
Kyle,
boys,
real quick, you think Boston's gonna take it this year?
do I think who?
Boston in real life? Let's hear your favorite. Who do you got in the champ? Who do you got
Yeah,
winning?
I mean they got to be the favorites, right?
They're your favorite. Stacks, who's your favorite to win?
I still got Denver.
Sure.
I think they got like a little playoff hangover in a way, but they're the reigning champs. You gotta, I don't know, unless somebody, fingers crossed, no major injuries to anybody, but I think either them and I think surprisingly, I'm gonna say OKC and Denver are gonna make the Western Conference Finals.
Wow. OKC, maybe.
Wow.
I
Wow.
think they're stacked. I know their guys are young, but I think they just have depth for days.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Why, yeah. Sure. Young team. It'd be fun to
Yeah.
see. I think the Pistons pull it out and get into the playoffs as the 10 seed, play in, upset everyone, NBA Finals, baby.
Speaking of playoff or Pistons, I'm going to my first Pistons game this Saturday.
Your first one?
Nice.
This year, yeah. I'm
Well,
actually,
this
I
year,
think,
I was like, what? Your first? I went to one with you.
first one this year. Yep, they're playing the Magic, which I'm really excited about. Which I love Paolo, I love Franz. Like they're just fun guys to watch. And then,
When are you
I
going?
think, we're going this Saturday.
Wait, root against Paulo like really hard and Franz if you could.
Oh, I will be, but I'll be rooting for Cade, which is
yeah.
Still,
Shit,
yeah.
he does have 3 Pistons.
yeah.
I think he has 2 now. He might have got rid of Ivy.
I think Andy might be going too. I'm not sure yet what's going on,
Very cool.
but hopefully
Sweet.
he'll be there. If not, at least hopefully I'll get to see him. I'll be in
Sweet.
Detroit all weekend, so
That'd be fun, man. That'll be real fun.
Quality time with the candy man.
Send some pics, big dog. All right, boys. Well,
That
hey,
it?
this has been fun. That does our playoff power rankings for some
Right.
of the smoke and Stacks. What a pleasure having you here with us.
Beautiful. It was awesome.
Really, really fun.
thanks
And
for having me.
if we need a stats guy, we'll call on you, my man.
Let me know. I don't got nothing going on this playoffs except for winning that toilet bowl. So
Oh yeah.
Love
Good
it.
luck.
Love
you
it.
too, man.
Bye.
Love you boys. Take care.
Love
Love
you
it.
too, buddy. Peace.